Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
And we're back bringing you all our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. How are you guys doing?
Tired.
I was gonna say I'm not in the best
Y'all are
weather
both
right
tired.
now.
Oh my God, James, Jaja does not
it's
feel
cold out there?
well. Jaja does
Yeah.
not feel,
Okay.
he doesn't feel well. A couple days before the con. So I'm sending good energy out to you,
send it
Jaja.
down.
You're going to
It's
feel
always
better.
Vitamin
when
C.
it's always when I have something to do. That's when it comes on. I haven't been sick in so long.
I hope you feel better, Jaja, because we'd be very sad
Same.
if you were not feeling well this weekend.
I should be good.
Okay, that's good. James, why are you tired? What shenanigans have you been up to?
Me, nothing. Well, I had a track meet yesterday, so I do coach high school track team. But
Right.
yeah, our bus time was 5 a.m. I think I got back home at like midnight. So
What?
But the meet was pretty far away. I mean, the team did really well though. So
That's good.
yeah, that's a good thing. But yeah, it just was a long day. So, but then I got home and didn't go immediately to sleep. I forgot what I was doing. I was watching something that was not as important as sleep, but I couldn't fall asleep once I finally got home. So now I'm tired.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I am very well rested. So
Well,
that makes
Shannon
makes one
can't
of us
carry
here.
us today.
No. Well, sure. Yes, I'll try. What are some nerdy things that you guys have been up to?
I'll go
Let's
first. It's been
Okay.
Power World, and more Power World. I've been playing that game.
Still going strong,
I'm
huh?
like, yeah, I'm like over level 30 right now, and having fun, starting to breed, starting to trying to unlock the alternate versions of some of the pals. So that's where I'm at. Nothing crazy.
Nice.
I need to start watching TV again. But yeah, I only have but so much free time, and I haven't been gaming in a while. So I'm just letting myself sink into the game.
Yeah, until you get tired of it. Totally makes sense.
I'm gonna have to take a break. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't see myself getting tired of this game.
I'll be playing it soon. I have not started playing it yet. So it's just Power World, nothing else. Just Power World for you.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Jaja, are you cosplaying this weekend?
TBD. I was thinking about. I'm like, how can I go as like a pal or something from Power World? But I was like, I don't want to be that guy. Like the game just came out, and you like going as a pal. But I'm sure we're gonna see pals over there.
Jaja looking for the Power World merch out there.
James, what about you? Are you cosplaying?
I am.
Okay, if you were about to say no, I was about to be mad because if I was about to be the only one,
I wouldn't do you guys like that.
Okay.
Yeah, our group cosplay fans plans fell through it for anyone listening.
Oh yeah.
Or heard our last time
Totally.
when we were talking about it. Yeah,
Totally fell through.
We just dropped the ball. That's all.
No one even brought it up after, so that's crazy.
Yeah,
Actually,
we totally forgot.
What have you been up to, James?
I've been watching a lot of stuff. So I actually did not play much Power World at all this past week. Just 'cause I've had so many things that I was watching. But I watched the One Piece Monsters 103 Mercy's Dragon Damnation.
Oh, that was the podcast homework. Dang, I forgot to do that. I'm so sorry.
So it's just one episode on Netflix. I think it's like 25 minutes or something like that. But it was really good. So it's like a prequel / lead-in to One Piece. So it connects to I don't want to say current events, but further than where you guys are in One Piece. But
Yeah,
actually
sure.
the sword, so this sword right here is in the show because the show that I watched. So it's like a tie-in, and it gives some backstory of that sword, and then one of the characters that relates heavily to one of the characters in One Piece. So super dope to see. It wasn't like super apparent at first, but once I connected the dots and then it kind of spoon fed it to you afterwards, I was like, oh snap, this was extremely dope to see. So yeah, had a good time watching that. And I watched Mob Psycho 100, so the third season. It came out in like 2022. I never actually watched it, so I was able to binge that in dub because why not? And then I watched Shangri-La Frontier. Well, I started watching it. I think I pretty much dropped it. I'm not enjoying it that much, so I'm on episode like 5.
Oh, that's the one I had. I was trying to watch that. I saw a commercial for it the other day, and I was like, "Oh, this looks cool." But you're saying it's not good.
It's not like getting transported into a game world. It's like showing him while he's playing a video game. So it's like a VR game that he's playing, but his whole MO at first was to play the worst games that he can, but now he's playing Shangri-La Frontier, which is like lauded as one of the best games ever now. So it's like his experience of playing like horrible games to now he's playing a really good game and how much fun he's having. So I mean it's interesting. It's just not hooking me.
Got it.
Yeah. And then of course Solo Leveling, fire. Been watching and reading that one. So yeah, that's my nerdy things. Oh wait,
Nice.
and I leave today for Indianapolis. I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow. So by the time you guys
Nice.
listen to this, I will have my new tattoo. And
Look at
I can show
that.
you guys, when I get to MegaCon. It should be healed up. I should have the second skin off by that time. The derma something that they call it. But the sticker thing that they put on your tattoo, I should have that taken off by the time I actually leave for Orlando. So you guys will be able to see it.
Nice. James is always going somewhere, always getting what tattoo? Well, it's all part of like a sleeve, right? On your leg?
Yeah.
Arm?
Yeah.
Okay. So like I bet you don't even know like which one this is.
No, I know what it is.
What is it? How many do you have now?
As far as like number? Oh,
yeah, as far as number.
That I don't know.
See, I know. That's what I'm saying. But yes, can't wait to see it.
This will be session number 7.
Yeah. I can't wait to see you both in general. Let's all wish Jaja good health so that we can all be at MegaCon this weekend. Jaja, also, what is the temperature in Orlando in February? Is it cold in the morning?
It's up and down. We just went through a little cold spell, but now it's like 80 degrees.
What's cold for Orlando?
I gotta look up the weather for this weekend. What's cold?
Yeah, what do Floridians consider to be cold?
Lows of like 50 in the morning, and then it goes up to maybe like high 60s during the day. That's like a cold day. Got it.
Because I was trying to figure out what to pack, and I was like, I don't feel like it's summer temperatures out there. But if you're saying it's 80 now, then I don't know.
I see 68.
It's 80 during the day. Like it's different in the mornings and nights when the sun's not out. Temperature when the sun's out is usually good. Even if it's like 50, 60, when the sun is out.
Should bring like a jacket, like a jean jacket or a hoodie.
You just in case, yeah.
Got it. Okay. That's what I was thinking. Okay, cool. So I will do that. Nice. What did I do? I went to see Gurren Lagann Part 2 in the movie theaters this past week, and I must say I was very disappointed in it.
Oh man.
It's fine. So I talked about this a little last week. Like it wasn't an original story. Like they just basically redid the second half of the season. Like the last movie, they like redid, like they just like condensed and like changed some stuff, but it was still like the first half of the season that they were covering, and then this part was the second half. But like they condensed it again, but then they like changed the way that everything happens, but they still reached the same end result, but they like changed it. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. So I had a lot more issues with this second part than I did with the first part. So yeah, it was just like a lot of things that they did just didn't make a lot of sense to me. So guys, I will go ahead and say that was a waste of my hard-earned $40 to see both movies. Movie tickets are expensive now, and they don't put anime tickets in AMC stub, the A-list, which is discrimination against the anime movies, but whatever. So
Gurren Lagann, stick to the anime.
Stick to the anime, people. And I really, really hope that like people that want to see this have seen Gurren Lagann before, because I feel like if you just went to see the movies without any context, and you'd be like very confused and probably like would say that the show sucks. And I'm like, the show does not suck. The movies suck. Go watch the show.
I haven't seen any reviews on that movie.
Yeah. Well, because like I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's nothing to review. I mean, there probably is. I should be the first one to write something then if there's no reviews. Be like, why did you do this and waste
Let's
our time?
get it. You got to drop it on TikTok, Shannon.
I should. But like, why waste our time like that? So I was a little disappointed, and it was long. It was 2 hours and 18 minutes. So I just feel like I was just in the theater for a long time for no reason. But yeah, so I did that. I spent my time arguing back and forth with the eBay seller that I got my I wasn't arguing, but I was talking back and forth with the eBay seller that I got my prop from for my cosplay. No. Well, it shipped, but it shipped it shipped like 4 days ago, but it is coming from China, so it will 100% not be here on time. Totally fine, but no, I'm actually very angry because like I ordered it on January 10th. I feel like that is more than enough time for it to be here.
4 days ago from China, you might have it might get there, Shannon.
I don't think so. I don't think so, because when I go to the tracking, because you know, like it's one of those things where like they give you the tracking number, but like it hasn't actually shipped from the warehouse yet, but they just generated the
Okay,
tracking number. It's like one of those
got it,
things
got it.
because the estimated delivery date is still not available, but it shipped on January 24th. So I'm just like, okay. So I'm actually
Alright.
very upset
Mm.
because I asked the seller like 2 weeks ago where it was shipping from, and they just ignored my question. So I feel like they knew that I wasn't
Gotta
gonna
give them
get
a
it on
bad
time.
review on eBay now.
Mhm.
I am. Be like, it should not have taken this long from January 10th to January 24th for you to ship my prop, but it's fine. So I feel like my one cosplay is incomplete because I'm not gonna have that prop. So I'm just gonna be sad that day, but it's fine. I hope so. I'm gonna wear it on the second day and hope that on the first day, you know, like those like when we went to Anime NYC, James, you know, like those vendors that sell like the foam weapons that we saw.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that like I see a couple of those and like maybe I can find like a foam prop so that I can wear it on the
Ah, I
second day.
see.
But we'll see.
Mhm.
That'll work out great.
Yeah, it would work out great. So maybe the stars will align for me, hopefully. But yeah, I'm very mad. So I'm trying to decide if I should return it as soon as I get it, or I can just save it and rewear the cosplay at another thing. Can probably do that. But
Start building up your cosplay closet.
yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely have space for that. But so that's where I'm at with that. I beat Final Fantasy VII. Yay me. That was my goal. I
Round of
did it.
applause. Ah, the crowd goes
On the
wild.
soundboard.
I
Hit my
actually beat,
Nice.
soundboard.
you know, I actually beat a game I said I was gonna beat. Look at that, guys. My playtime was exactly 40 hours, and I feel like I did mostly everything that there is to do in the game. I did every side quest. Yeah, I think I
Okay.
literally did everything. So now I'm playing the DLC. The DLC is like 4 hours long, 4 or 5 hours long. So once I'm done with that, then I'm gonna play Power Worlds while I'm waiting for part 2 of Final Fantasy to come out. Comes out February 29th. So get a good month of playing Power World in before I go back to Final Fantasy.
Nice.
Where are you
Um,
playing Power World on Steam or Game
I'm
Pass?
gonna, well, I have not decided yet because I could buy it for $30 on Steam, or I could re-up my Xbox Game Pass subscription, which I have let lapse, get a 14-day trial, which I can then start to play it. But then paying for Game Pass monthly, I feel like I could have just bought it on Steam. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't decided yet.
I'm thinking about
Oh
buying the
yeah.
game too, just to support even more. And
Yeah.
if you do end
Oh,
up
I
getting it
feel
on
you.
Game Pass, let me know because you should join my
Yeah.
server and I'll just give you a bunch of free stuff so you can fast track you.
Oh yeah.
Is it not
Hey,
cross
Jaja, send me
compatible?
your server info, man. Not yet.
Word.
Oh,
Yeah,
Let
we
me
got
let me
to make
send
a
Jaja a
Birds and
text right
Nerds
now.
server.
Send me your
okay. So
server.
maybe I will get it on Game Pass then, just for that reason. That's
It's up
cool.
to you, no pressure.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
But they do
Um,
plan to eventually bring it cross platform.
okay.
Mhm. And then
Let
we
me
don't
know when
have
this one's
we
done.
can't make the dedicated servers, the 32 player dedicated servers on Xbox yet. You can only do that on
Oh
PC,
yeah,
and
because
they're having
they don't have their
issues.
dedicated servers. Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
let's talk about Power World while we're talking about Power World. Um, s- so the early acts the roadmap came out, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, so
the early access roadmap,
yep.
and of course, they're gonna start fixing a bunch of bugs in the game. Um, it's a game preview, so
Yeah.
sometimes the powers don't go where you want them to go. But I've seen in the couple of days that I've been playing, I've seen updates and I've seen
Yeah.
improvement in the game. So
Yeah.
um,
They were not anticipating it to be as big as it was. So they are having a lot of like issues that are stemming from congestion. So I know that they're working hard to try to fix those first before like
Scaling
releasing
problems.
updates. Yeah. I mean, but
Damn.
that's
They
a
should
good
just
thing, you
hire
know?
me.
This game is like ridiculously popular. So
Yeah.
talked about this last week, like 8 million copies in what was it, 3 days? And that wasn't even, so I found out that they weren't even counting the Xbox Game Pass downloads. Like this is literally just
right.
on Steam. So when you add in those other numbers, I wonder how much it is also. So that's
Hmm.
crazy. So yeah,
Yep.
I know they're working hard to try to get the kinks worked out. Um, but yeah.
And
So
then further in the future, eventually we're gonna get PvP,
mhm.
which I'm sure people are looking for. Raid bosses, so end game content. We're gonna have the PAL arena, so it's like PvP for the pals. You know, I guess instead of you helping the pals fight, it'll be just pal on pal. Um, if we were just talking about Steam, Xbox crossplay, various improvements for the Xbox, server transfers and migrations. That's what I'm looking forward to because right now I have my character on my server, but if I want to go play with someone else on their server, I feel like I have to make a new character right now.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, I don't know how I feel about that right now.
That's
So, and then improvements to the building system coming soon, and then new islands, pals, bosses, and technologies. This is all stuff that's probably coming further down the pipeline. But
yeah.
But yeah, it's cool that we got a little roadmap. And I don't know if you guys want to talk about the controversy, like the everyone talking about how it's so similar to Pokemon that they should get sued and taken down. And it's weird because most of the content that I'm watching, like it's so weird. It's like it feels like you're trying to snitch on Power World, but then you don't want them to come down. Like the whole video is about you saying, "Oh, it's like trying to prove Nintendo's point about it being like Pokemon." And then at the end of the video, you're like, "Oh, but it's a really fun game and it has enough differences and I like it." And I'm like, there's so many videos like that. I'm like, what is like stop comparing it to Pokemon, man.
I know.
Just
And it put a lot of attention on them. So now the Pokemon company is investigating. And they're going
wasting
to
their money.
they're going to see if they have potential to sue. But like, again, we talked about this a little bit last week. This is not the first lookalike Pokemon game that has ever come out. So
Yeah.
I feel like they're just mad because no Pokemon game they've ever made has sold 8 million copies in 3 days, unless maybe back in the
Nintendo
day.
should get back in the lab and figure out how to make their game better.
Yeah.
Because the sky's the limit. If Pokemon comes out with an ill game, everyone's gonna go play it. So
Yeah. But they're looking into it. But what's the studio called that made Pocket Pair, the indie
Pocket
studio that
Pair,
made this game? They said that they went through legal review before, like, developing or coming out with this game. So they're confident that Pokemon is not going to have a strong case if they do move forward with a lawsuit. So we'll see what happens.
Mhm.
Did Pokemon try to sue Digimon when Digimon came out? 1 year after Pokemon did? No, I'm just wondering.
Listen,
Because I'm just saying. There's a lot of Pokemon similarities out there. Yeah, I don't think that Pokemon has a case here. Like, yes, they do look very similar, but
I feel like if Call of Duty can skin PUBG and Fortnite and add it to their game, then you know what I mean. There's so many examples of stuff getting copied over from other games.
yeah.
And it's like, bro, this is it. This is the industry.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
But modders should absolutely not try to put Pokemon mods in Power Worlds because you will
Why
get
not? It's a mod.
But because they're gonna get sued. But they're gonna
Well,
get
if you
sued.
stream the content, and try and make money off of it.
I feel like
But
that's
if you
not
just
even. I feel like that's not even worth the risk. I feel like Nintendo has already sued like modders for like other stuff. I just feel like that I wouldn't risk doing that, to be quite honest, because Nintendo will sue them.
I mean, if you're trying to stream the game, yeah, that's really dumb to mod it Pokemon.
I feel
But
like
if
they
you're
can
just
just
trying to have fun, I mean, you're
yeah, but I
private
feel
in the
like even if
privacy of your own home.
I feel like even if you make the mod available for other people to download, then I feel like they're still gonna get sued, even if
But
no
it's
one's
not. You're
reviewed
not
them.
buying the mod. It's not for sale. So I
Yeah,
think
but I think it's still a copyright issue. Let's look up Nintendo.
I'm not a legal expert, but I feel like you have to be selling the thing, like making money off of whatever it is for it to be.
I don't necessarily. I don't
Piracy.
know. I don't know if that's
But you
true.
could be right because the back in the LimeWire days, like we used to burn stuff, and that was considered legal, and no one was selling it to us. Like, okay, you might be right.
Yeah, I think like if you're just modding it in general, they can sue you for that.
And like the animations aren't gonna match the Pokemon. It's like you're really just trying to like, you know, be extra with the Pokemon mod. Like it's not necessary.
It's not necessary. So if you're a modder and you don't want to get sued big bucks by Nintendo, you should not do it.
Yeah,
Don't
even if you're not selling it.
Yeah, even if you're not selling it, because they will sue, and I feel like they'll win. So they've done it before.
There are cases too where the game that you're modding to make look like something else will actually take legal action against you too, because you're going against their rules that they made. Because some game developers don't
Oh,
want you
I
to
see what
mod their
you're saying.
games in those ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then
Gotcha.
it puts heat on them. So like Power World is not the ones that like made this Pokemon mod. Some totally third party did. But then they're like, oh, look, they're putting Pokemon in Power World. So now Power World is under
Yeah.
scrutiny for this.
Right.
So
And Power World could take action for that, you're saying.
yeah,
And they should, because they're already in they're already like under scrutiny. So
exactly.
if modders are putting Pokemon in there, if I was Pocket Pair, I would absolutely be like, nah, none of that. None of that in here.
Yeah,
We're
just come
already
on and say,
skating
hey,
on a
that's not cool.
skating on a thin line. But yeah. I think I'll buy it, and I think I'll take my Steam Deck with me and I'll start playing it like when I'm on the plane all the way to Florida. So I'll have first thoughts on it when I get there.
Oh, that would be clutch.
Yeah. Yep.
One thing I want to mention is what I find interesting is like there's absolutely no story to this game. It's like it's
I've been
literally
noticing
like,
that.
yo, go explore, catch, do whatever you want to do, build base, like whatever you want to do. That's just it. And
There's no
it's
like,
not
oh,
boring.
so there's
And
no
that's the
actual
crazy
story
part.
plot like at all.
There's like, I mean,
So
you get a
how do you
little
know when you beat the
cutscene when you
game?
fight the bosses, but like other than that,
So
it's
does this
just go
game
do what
have
you
like
want to do.
no okay, so there's no like real story mode. So like
There's
there's no real
barely
end.
any the NPCs at most you get are a couple merchants. You get like one dude here and there that's gonna say like one thing to you. Like there's really no NPCs in the game except for like the cops that are trying to like shoot you if you get wanted. But yeah,
Well,
there's no story, there's no cutscenes, there's no like
well
plot.
then how do you know that you're because like I'm just looking like the raid bosses that they're gonna release down the line is like end game content, but like what is the end of the game?
I haven't got to the end, so I can't speak to that. But
Wait.
so far, it's just going and there's different. You're exploring, and then you see like this huge pal that's a boss, and it's even marked on the map with their level. And when you're ready to take them on, you take them on, catch them, do whatever you want, and then you move on to exploring some more. Like there's
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
no story
I
at
think
all.
from my interpretation, what in game here is like you have a self-sustaining like base. So just having your base run on its own, you have all your food you need, all your materials you need, and then you can stay there safely in a
Got it.
self-contained environment. That's what I feel like in game is in this situation. And then from there, that's
Okay.
when you want to go take on different bosses and stuff like that. So
Got it. Okay. That makes sense.
yeah,
That makes
I feel like
sense.
it's kind of like how Minecraft started, where you just having fun, and then later on they add like, okay, this is if you want to beat something, like here's these challenges you can
Yeah,
take on.
yeah. For sure. Okay, cool. Well, that's cool. That's different for me, but actually no, because I play Minecraft, so I know exactly what you're talking about. So
Yeah, like when
that makes sense.
you're just chilling, and then one day you're like, oh, I want to beat the Ender Dragon now. So then you go fight the Ender
Yeah.
Dragon.
Cool. I mean,
Pretty much.
Elden Ring barely has a story either, so that's fine.
One of us is going to beat that one of these days.
One of us. I don't know who's it gonna be.
But it's gonna beat Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's a challenge.
John is like, I don't intend to pick that back up.
Yeah,
Well,
he's in
I
Power
want to
World
pick it
heavy
back
right
up,
now.
but I'm mad I stopped playing Lies of P for Power Up. I'm kind of low key mad about that
Why?
Yeah.
because I was having fun in that game,
I mean, you'll go back to it.
and now I got to relearn everything, and
Oh yeah.
momentum's gone.
That's why I can't play more than one thing at a time, because you're gonna forget about one game. One game is gonna get
It's
tossed to the
tough.
wayside.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. There's the Nintendo Switch 2. This is reports, guys. We've seen no evidence of the Switch 2 or what it looks like. Still, but it's on track to release this year, which we talked about is a mistake that there's no advertisement yet. But it's reportedly gonna have an 8-inch screen, which is I think an inch and an inch and a half. No, maybe a little less than an inch and a half bigger than the original Switch screen, but only 1 inch bigger.
Excuse me.
Only 1 inch bigger than the Switch OLED. But it's not gonna be an OLED screen. It's gonna be an LCD screen, which is in line with the first Switch, which people are upset about because they already released the OLED Switch and now they're going backwards in screen quality, which doesn't make sense to me, but whatever.
Yeah. Still speculation though.
Still speculation. And they're also speculating that it's going to release at $400. Is that more expensive than it was the original Switch? I think so. I think it was like $350 when it came out.
Yeah, I think it was around there.
I think so.
Inflation has got us all.
Inflation. And in the games too. The games are gonna cost around $70 now.
Listen, the Switch better look out for the Steam Deck and the ROG and all these other handhelds instead of looking back at their previous Switch. I feel like they got a lot of competition right now.
They do, but I've realized since we talked about this last time that the Switch is not even in the same market because it's like very specific to a specific company with specific games. Whereas like you can't necessarily play Switch games on the Steam Deck or the Ally in a legal way. So I don't know. We talked about it last time. I think it's two different lanes for two different groups of people. But when it comes down to choosing one or the other, will people give up Nintendo to like switch over to the other side? I think so. Like older people will, I think. Kids I can still see very much into the Switch, but I can see older people making the switch over to Steam Deck or the Ally. So Nintendo might be in trouble. We'll see. Especially since it took way too long for this second gen of Switch to come out. When did the Switch first come out? Like 10 years ago?
Ooh, long time ago. I don't know.
2017, maybe 2016.
It's usually a 10-year cycle, right? So
is it? Yeah, 2017 is when it came out. So not quite 10 years. But it's been a while, but the Switch OLED came out in between. So I mean, I guess it's on the same cycle as any other console. I guess, but still. I don't think people are anticipating. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the masses are not anticipating the release of the Switch 2. Do you guys know anyone that's excited for this?
Not foaming at the mouth. I mean, of course, there's people that'll check it out if they, announce it, but I don't think anyone's been like, man, I can't wait to get my hands on another Switch.
Every time there's a leak, my YouTube algorithm is full of everyone trying to figure out the Switch 2. So I guess there's some type of base out there, but I ain't one of them. I don't know why they keep feeding me Switch leaks.
Yeah, because you never even bought the first Switch, and now Jaja's like completely off. Because you want to buy an Ally, right? An ROG?
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, so Jaja will never own a Switch. Is basically what's going on here. It's all right though. Jaja, I'll teach you the secrets so that you can still play Zelda. But I will not on this podcast. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, Skull and Bones is having an open beta period.
What? When?
The beta. I gotta find it out. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Isn't that game coming out this month?
Not sure. Now I'm gonna look it up because I just saw an ad for the open beta.
Yeah, February 16th. Oh my God, no, that's another game I have to buy this month. Oh my God, guys, games are so expensive, man.
Oh, yeah, Shannon's dropping some big money.
I was thinking about buying the second Final Fantasy. I wanted to buy the complete edition, which comes with like the steel book and the art book and stuff like that. But that's just $100, and I'm just like, ugh, that's just so much money that I don't want to spend. But then I forgot that I also really want to play Skull and Bones. So which do I want to play more? Skull and Bones.
The beta's from the 8th to the 11th. If you want to try it out before it comes out.
Okay, how does one sign up for that? I've never played a beta game before, or like a game that's unbeta before, so I don't know.
Most times
you have to go to the
platform
website
itself. You sign up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to do that after this. But that's gonna have to wait. Final Fantasy is gonna come first, and then I'll play Skull and Bones after. But I have been looking forward to this game, so I'm very excited for that to come out. But I wonder, am I gonna be able to play that on what's it, PlayStation Plus?
Yes.
I am.
They have it on PlayStation 5. I don't know about PlayStation Plus.
Okay. Because I just re-upped my PlayStation Plus subscription. It was gone for a while, and I just re-upped it. So let's see if it's worth it.
Back to gaming.
I am. We'll see. But yeah,
so even though it's a big year for gaming, I guess it's not a big year for gaming companies.
Good transition.
AKA Microsoft with off almost 2,000 people.
From Activision Blizzard. I kind of saw this coming because, which it's sad, but Activision Blizzard was their own company with their own employees, and like when it merges with another company, there can't possibly be room for all of those employees, for Microsoft to take on all of those employees with their current employees in their gaming division. So I kind of am not surprised, but it's still sad. Will you
I'm
disagree
not
with me?
surprised in a
Yeah,
sense
no,
of
you're
there's
right.
been heavy layoffs in just gaming in general. So
Yeah.
previously Riot had laid off, I forget the exact number, but about 11% of their company.
Mhm.
So I think just in gaming, we're going to continue to see massive layoffs, especially with the emergence of AI and just
Yeah.
how efficient that is. For some of these roles, I mean, unfortunately, it's a bit redundant. So it's mostly quality assurance and testing people that were laid off,
Yeah.
which it's a lot easier to do with AI and stuff like that, or it's
Yeah.
just redundant. Like you can make testing cases that are, I don't want to say universal, but they work well for multiple games versus, all right, we have a whole separate employee that does specifically testing cases for this.
Yeah.
We'll just make a tester that does, all right, I make my tests for these sorts of games, and then boom, someone's getting laid off.
Yeah, it's not even just gaming. It's like tech in general. They've like tech, like there's been a lot of layoffs in tech in general.
Yeah,
In
it's
part
scary
because of
hours out here, folks.
yeah, in part because of AI. Also, I feel like engineers made AI and AI is taking over people's human jobs, which is not good. But yeah, so it does suck.
Mhm.
And yeah. This is just the start of AI's destruction on the job market.
I haven't done the research, but I think the new Galaxy phone is gonna have some type of built-in AI.
Yeah, the Google phone is gonna have built-in AI. It hasn't come out yet, but it's supposed to be coming out in an update soon. But yeah, AI is like getting integrated into more things for sure.
Integrated into our phones, the thing that we use the most every day. It's just gonna be learning all day.
Yeah. Are you scared about that? I thought you liked AI,
No,
Jaja.
I do like AI. I'm interested to see how I can use it.
I don't know.
Got to take the good with the bad. It's coming. So if the bad is coming, I'm gonna take the good. You know.
If AI is helping me pick smart lottery numbers, then that's cool. I'll take that. But
Wait till somebody sends you an AI that'll do the rundown for you.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that ChatGPT and Bard can already do that. I haven't tried it, but I'm pretty sure it can. So actually, we did try it. I did try it once, but like at that point, like ChatGPT wasn't updated fully to like for like current stuff. So I should try again and see if it works better. That'll make my life easier because creating the rundown is annoying. I'm just like searching through what's happening every week. I keep saying like I'm gonna like read nerd news like every day so that I'm not looking at the last minute for stuff, but it just never happens. But I should make a habit of doing that.
I naturally watch nerd news throughout the week, and then I'm just too lazy sometimes to send it to the chat. So I got to get better too.
You do got to get better, Jaja. Send us the content. Send it. But yeah, it is a sad time. And then I think the president of Activision Blizzard is stepped down, and I think so did their head of game design, also stepped down as well. So, and these layoffs make up 8% of the overall gaming division, which was like 22,000 employees. Yeah.
Yeah. And they also canned a survival game that they're working on, Blizzard, I mean. So Blizzard's working on a survival game. They were making their own Power World, and now it's canceled.
So yeah, we'll see what's to come from all that, like as it develops. That was sad. It's hard to transition. It's hard to transition into something else. James, where are you with the transitions? You haven't made one transition. You haven't made one transition yet.
I told y'all I was sleepy.
Well, guys, the Avatar trailer came out.
Did you watch the trailer? Did you guys see it?
I did watch the trailer. I didn't realize it came out this month. So that's cool.
I don't want to hype it up or anything, but the trailer looks like 10 out of 10 to me.
It does. It does look good. The fire CGI was a little bit for me, but the rest of it looks good. But just those little moments. But overall,
we're getting CGI. Like there's no.
Well,
way
obviously, yeah, I know. But it just looks CGI-ish.
All the characters look like I'm just comparing it to like the cartoon. Like I feel like all the characters look close to who they're supposed to look like.
Yes, no, yeah, they
like
do. The casting is really spot on. The casting's spot on. So hopefully the acting's good. In addition to that, but yeah, they did a really good job in that sense for sure. So I'm
excited for this, James.
Somewhat. So I remember we were low-key hating on it at first because some of the changes
were.
that they were talking about making. But yeah, visually, like from a set design and character design, they did their thing. I can't even hate on them for this one.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in checking it out for sure. So
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
gonna watch it.
the visuals is one thing, but how is the actual show going to be is really what I'm waiting for. So I'm excited, but I still have reservations until I watch the season. Is it good or does it suck? We'll see.
Or did they
I
change
just
much
hope
from
they
the
don't
story?
speed through everything.
I hope not either. I hope that the
Yeah.
pacing is. I hope that they do good, like realistic pacing. Yes, I agree.
Not to jinx it, but Netflix will give us something like this and then cancel it. So it might be like Heat and then end with a cliffhanger, greatly paced, and then boom, we're pulling
And then
funding,
no
guys.
season 2.
Well, it all depends
They're
on
gonna
the.
give
It
me
all.
another season of Big Mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends on the reception. Like people have to watch it. I think like they count like if a show is a success based on how many people watch it in like the first, what is it, 2 weeks? I think 2 weeks, week. I was reading about this once. But a certain amount of people have to watch it in a certain amount of time after it's released for it to be considered successful.
Speaking of the reception, did any of you continue watching Yu Yu Hakusho?
The live action? I never started watching that at all. So
I haven't heard
I finished
a
the first
word
episode.
about that. Yeah, I watched the first one and then never came back to it. I haven't heard a peep about it. I don't know.
I haven't heard it either. Yeah.
It's not good. I'm not saying that the show's not good. I'm saying that's not good for the show. That it's not getting any shine.
I think that Yu Yu Hakusho tried to come too close on the coattails of One Piece. They should have just let it breathe a little bit, honestly, because it's not like people enjoyed live action anime to begin with, but like One Piece was an outlier, and that doesn't necessarily mean that like just because One Piece was good that the next thing's gonna be good. They should have just waited, I think, and it might have had better reception later, but who knows?
I mainly hear
I'm
pacing
gonna
problems with
go
that
back
one.
to it eventually.
I've never
I
seen
think
Yu
it's
Yu
only 5
Hakusho.
episodes.
What?
Oh,
That's
you should
it?
check it out. Yeah,
It's only 5 episodes. It's already bad right there. Why? Why is it so short? I don't understand. Okay.
Yeah, just watch the animation and you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I never watched the anime Yu Yu Hakusho, so I have no interest in watching the live action until I watch that. But yeah.
That can be one of your 30 this year.
Oh, 30. Wow, I'm very behind. Guys, I'm behind on both of my goals. I'm behind on my anime goal, and I'm behind on my reading goal for this year. I said I was gonna read 30 books this year too. Have not even started one book yet because I've been driving to work and not taking the train. So I have not been reading. So I'm very behind. I gotta pick it back up.
That's what happened to my
game,
manga reading time too. So.
Wait, what did you say, James?
I said you beat a game though.
I did beat a game, but unfortunately a game was not one beating a certain amount of games this year was not my nerdy goal. Well, not my nerdy goal. So I gotta get back on the anime. I will.
Well, since you just beat Final Fantasy, how about this Final Fantasy VII Advent Children that's coming next month?
Yes. February is in a couple days. But yes, they are putting Final Fantasy VII Advent Children in the theaters for the first time ever. The complete edition, which I think is going to be like 30 minutes longer than the original. For those of you who know what, or for those of you who don't know what it is, that is the direct sequel. It's a movie that is a direct sequel to the Final Fantasy VII game. So yeah, they're releasing it for the first time in theaters ever. And I'm excited. I want to see it, but also like the timing to me seems, and it's only going to be in theater for one day. It's going to be in theaters dubbed for one day on February 22nd and then subbed on the 23rd for one day only. It's kind of weird to me why they're putting it out before the release of the second half of the game. I feel like they should have released it in March or something to like let the game come out, let people play it before so they can have an option of going to see this movie without the game being spoiled for them, like for people that have never played the original Final Fantasy. So it's kind of weird that it's coming out before the game comes out.
True.
But I guess it doesn't matter anyway because the game is like a 3-part remake. So this is only part 2 that's coming out. So I guess it really doesn't matter if it came out now or in March, whatever. I want to see it though. So I'm going to go get a ticket. I've seen the movie before, but it was a while ago. So.
Oh yeah, I was just about to ask, have you seen it?
Yeah. I saw it once like a few years ago. So I don't remember it. But yeah, I am.
So it's like a movie version of that part of the game, or is
no.
It's cutscenes from the game put together.
No. It's a sequel. So like There's Final Fantasy 7, so like it's a sequel to the game, but it's a movie and not a game. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
So it will spoil inevitably the end of the game
Gotcha.
if you have never played like Final Fantasy 7. But yeah, it's a good movie, so I'm definitely gonna see it for sure.
I watched some Final Fantasy movie. It was years and years ago. I was in like middle school. I had a PSP and I watched it on my PSP. It was a Final Fantasy movie. I don't even play Final Fantasy, but yeah, one of my friends let me borrow his PSP movie, and I was watching it in class one time. That's why I remember this so vividly, because I was watching Final Fantasy movie in class on my PSP.
But you don't remember which one it was? Was it this movie?
I think it was this movie because I remember Cloud was in it.
Oh yeah, so it was. It was. This is the only movie that he's in.
It was tough. Oh, bet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was this movie then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only movie he's in. So you did watch it. How did you get away with watching it in class?
I was a good student, so the teachers didn't care what I did. Pretty much, I was in the back of the class with my PSP. I didn't bother nobody, so I didn't I wasn't distracting people. I had it like inside my desk thing, like you know how the desks have the cutouts.
Yes.
So the PSP was inside the desk. I had the headphone up to my ear because a wired headphone, of course, because back in the day. But yeah, I was just watching the movie and then
Put it under the shirt, up to the ear.
Under the shirt up to the ear. Yep.
pull one of those stunts, and then the class was doing their work. I had already finished it because I'm that man. And then yeah, I think throughout the course of the day, because I had to change classes and stuff like that too. So yeah, throughout the course of the day, I finished the movie, and then I gave it back to my friend that let me borrow it. He was like, I thought you were gonna take it home. I was like, nah, I already finished it, man.
I was about to say, like, you watched it while the teacher was like lecturing. That's rude.
Yeah. I didn't fail the class though, I'll tell you that much.
But you should go see it again then if you've seen it, because it includes never before seen content. So because it's gonna be longer than the original.
It's on Leap Day, February 29th.
Well, the game releases on February 29th. The movie's coming out on the 22nd.
22nd. Oh, the week before.
Yeah, 22nd, 23rd, depending on if you want to see it dubbed or subbed. Yeah, go see it, James.
I have no context to anything else in Final Fantasy going on though. I'm gonna be completely honest.
You could just watch you could watch one of those YouTube videos that summarizes.
Oh yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
Oh no, sorry. If you arrive to the theater early, it says, then you can witness exclusive introductory content, such as the history of Final Fantasy VII. And you could see gameplay footage of the new game. That doesn't appeal to you because you don't play Final Fantasy. But for those that are planning on playing it, you can get there early to see this stuff. But for you, James, you could just watch a YouTube video about the plot.
Okay, I could do that.
Yeah. James, why don't you play? Oh, because you don't. Never mind. You don't like that type of game.
I'm not. Yeah, turn-based games. I'm not too big of a fan of.
I don't like turn-based games either. But the remake is not turn-based. It is the type of gameplay that I enjoy, not turn-based.
I'll look at some streams.
It is a slasher game. You should look at some streams. But if you got into the Elden Ring and you liked it, I feel like you could play Final Fantasy. No?
Yeah, I'll check some streams out and we'll go ahead. Drop a hot 70 on Final Fantasy. I don't know.
No. You can download it. You can download it on PlayStation Plus.
Oh, it's free?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll add it to my catalog and then watch some streams.
In other words, James is not going to play it.
Exactly.
James should give it a chance. James, your dislike of RPGs, open world RPGs, is very sad.
No,
to
I like
me.
RPGs. My favorite game of all time is an RPG, Ghost of Tsushima.
So then, what's the problem here?
If it's like that, then I'll definitely play it. But
yeah, kind of.
Oh, it's like that. Oh,
yeah.
All right.
Yes.
If it's not, I'm coming up here talking some trash.
I think it deserves the good. I don't know how many gigs it is, but I think it deserves to take up some space in your PlayStation. If you don't like it, just delete it. It's all good. You don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, that's fair. Let me download it now.
Download it. Woo! So James has committed. He's gonna play it and then go see the movie on the 22nd.
That's a lot of commitments.
Guys, I was reading a thread. I think it was on Instagram. Or like a Twitter thread that I saw on Instagram of people that bought the PlayStation Portable and it's like just collecting dust in their homes. So we called that one. Yeah. Called it. But apparently you can play it, like you don't have to be in your house to play it. You can be anywhere. Your PlayStation just has to be in rest mode and you can play like wherever you are. You just need to have
Mine's always
Wi-Fi.
much.
Yeah, you just need to have like Wi-Fi or something to connect to.
I'm about to buy one.
Why? James, don't do it.
What's it called? PlayStation Home?
No, PlayStation Portable.
Oh.
I mean, so I guess I can see the appeal now that knowing that for sure, like you don't need to be like near your PlayStation. Because people are like, because people were saying like they've been able to use like hotspot on their phone and it runs pretty well, which I find very hard to believe. I feel like that eats up a lot of data if you're using your hotspot. But apparently people have been able to use hotspots and like they've got it to work well. So knowing that, I feel like I can see the appeal if you're like when you have to leave your house to go do something, but you're like really hooked on your game, you can just take it
Oh,
with you.
dang. Yeah. I barely leave the house, so that I'm not even a target audience for real.
All right, James. I feel like you're never home, actually. So I don't know what you're talking about, but I can see the appeal there. So I'm gonna take back a lot of the slander that I threw at it before. But it only serves literally that particular purpose. But yeah. We didn't talk about this last week, but they announced the release date for the second half of Invincible season 2. It comes out in March. It's an outrage. Only 4 episodes. So they're going to show it week to week, which is annoying. Did they wait too long just in general for the second season and the way that they split it up? I think they did.
Yeah.
They did.
Unless it was like production issues that were going on that we don't know about.
I don't think
Which, I mean, they could have been transparent about that. Like, hey, we're dealing with strikes and stuff right now. It's going to take a little while. I think the fans would have been understanding of that. But I think we have just been getting no news. And then they're like, oh, hey, you guys ready now? And then they split it up. That was a very weird split to be like, all right, here's 4. And then give us a couple months. We'll give you 4 more.
Yeah, like, honestly, it's just too much time to wait for it to only be 4 episodes that we waited another 5 months for. Like, that's crazy. And it's already been 3 years since the first season. So this entire thing just took up way too much time. And I really hope that season 3 does not take this long. They need to just like not be doing this ever again.
How far ahead
Did
is the
both of you
comic?
guys watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you not seen it yet?
How do you rate it out of 10? Not all of them. I watched the first one.
I mean, it was good. It was good, but they definitely should have just released all of it at one time.
Because I'm reading here, they're saying the first half of season 2 got 100% certified fresh score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
And season 1, it got a 98. And it was and season 2, the first half, it was nominated for an Annie Award, an Online Film and Television Association Award, a Hollywood Critics Association Award, and both the Stephen Yin, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that last name, and J.K. Simmons, the people who played Mark Grayson and Omni-Man, they were nominated for an OFTA Television Award for Best Voiceover Performance.
Wow. I had no idea that I got nominated for that many things.
Yeah, this seems like it's...
I mean, my problem with the second season first half was that it took, like, the first couple episodes were slow, and I feel like it started to pick up at the very end. Like, at the very end of the first half, you were like, oh, shoot, like, I see where this is going now. But then now it's like, then it was over. Then we had to wait 4 months just for another, like, 4 short episodes. So, I don't know. I just feel like it wasn't necessary for them to split it up like that, especially after making us wait so long in the first place. But it's not bad. It's very good. But I just hope that they don't do that again.
And we got to wait until when? March... I think like March 14th.
Yeah, March 14th, I think.
That's still a while.
Yeah, that's a month and a half. Yeah. So almost 6 months in between part 1 and part 2. Why though? Because I feel like it had to be done. Like, they had to have finished the entire season. Because, like, after making us wait 2.5 years and the whole season still wasn't done, I feel like that. I know animation takes a while, but
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like that was
coincidentally the day that it drops, the second half of the season drops, is the 21st anniversary of the Invincible comic.
I hope that's not what they were waiting for. Because I feel like no one cares, honestly. People just wanted the show a long time ago. But I'm sure it's going to be great. But I hope that season 3 does not take. I hope season 3 is exactly a year and not any longer than that. But
yeah, I hope they're working on it now.
We'll see. Another thing I'm interested in, Pharrell is releasing a biopic that'll be a
Oh
Lego.
my
It's
God.
gonna be a Lego movie, which is super interesting and creative and different. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, shout out to Skateboard P.
Yeah.
Wait, Shannon,
No.
are you copping any of Pharrell's Louis Vuitton collection? I know you're into fashion.
Ha 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 ha. Are you is the better question, James.
Yes.
You said what? Yes.
Yes.
Why'd you say? Why'd you say it like that? Say it proudly, James.
Oh, I am for sure copping. So the fall winter that just previewed. I'm getting something from there. So the first collection is already out actually. I just didn't like much of it. Actually, the thing that I like costs way too much. Is a sweatsuit, brown sweatsuit. I think for the whole thing is like 15,000. So that's a little out of my price range. So I'm gonna go ahead and let somebody else rock that one. But yeah, it's like a Western theme for the next part of it. I like that a lot.
A
I'm gonna
Western
cop
theme.
something. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to pull it up now so I can see it. Wow, wait, hold on. What is happening right now?
Yeah,
Sorry.
the fall winter 24 is the Western theme. So the show happened. It's actually Fashion Week was last week and a little of the week before. So all the designers have been previewing their upcoming drops, and I'm digging it.
I'm trying to see the stuff, but I can't get to it. Why? Oh my God. Okay. I don't need to see it because I'm sure that it all costs a ridiculous amount of money. But if anyone here was gonna get it, I know that it would have been you, James.
Yeah, I like Pharrell. He's from my hometown. He's my hometown hero.
I'm surprised you didn't pop up here with a Dragonite Fendi bag.
I don't like Fendi that much.
Oh, okay. Got it.
If it was Power World, I'd have copped it.
That's funny.
That is funny. All right, guys. Anything else that we need? Oh, I see it now. Finally. This is wait. You're talking about the brown? Oh no, you said the jumpsuit. Never mind. I still don't see it. So I have no clue what it looks like. Is it this pixelated stuff? Like this pixelated like trunk in this suit?
Minecraft.
Oh yeah. Is that
Yeah.
his?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I mean, it looks cool. The trunk
Yeah,
looks cool.
so that's spread across different collections. So the fall winter and then the summer spring are two different
Got
ones.
it.
That
So what of this Western set are you getting this denim? Are you
what
getting
I'm
this
actually
denim?
getting that
Yeah.
one? I don't know. I got to see the prices first, but I do want a jacket though.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Got it.
The jacket's $31.50
Woo!
and the pants are $18.90.
I don't know, James.
Yes,
That 3150 didn't seem to phase him, so I feel like he's gonna
man.
pop up with the jacket.
You guys got to run our YouTube views up so I can afford this stuff.
I like this green long jacket with the fringe on the bottom. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. But yeah, we're gonna see James pop up with the jacket on the podcast.
Shannon's about to get the Louis Vuitton luggage.
Nope.
The little matching
Luggage
bag.
set. Yeah.
I don't know what
She might
y'all
get a
think.
trunk set.
Nope. I'm not made of that kind of money at all, guys.
Yeah.
But anyway, not yet. Sponsor us. Anyone out there? But yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what James comes up with. For those that listen to us, we will not have an episode next week because we will be no, we won't, because I'll be in Disney World on Sunday. And people in Jaja, you have a 4-day pass, right? So you're probably going back to MegaCon on Sunday.
Probably.
Yeah. So we will be back the following week with our recap of MegaCon and all things in between. But look out for our TikTok content, which James is gonna make for us while we're out there. It's gonna be great. James is the TikTok wizard here, so we'll see. But as always, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Blerdsnerds, follow us on TikTok, Blerdsnerds_pod, subscribe to our YouTube channel, rate, review, and subscribe on your podcast listening app of choice. I'm forgetting something. And send us an email, blerdsnerds@gmail.com. As always, I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.